Rich, Jane and Emma, do you accept a lifelong commitment to Persephone so she can turn to you with confidence and trust in times of doubt and difficulty?
We do.
So, Persephone, Emma, Alice, on behalf of everyone here, we welcome you with love. And Kate is going to... Kate's got a poem for her.
My wish is for you. May the sun forever shine on you to warm you through the day. May the stars above shine in the night to help you find your way. May the angels sing their lullaby as you enter into sleep. May your dreams be filled with happiness. May you never weep. May your life be filled with laughter and joy. May your worries be trouble and troubles be few. May you always be with the ones you love. These are my wishes for you.
Now, as many of you know, Persephone's paternal grandparents, Tina and Michael, live in Cyprus, and they can't be here today. So their son David, Chris's youngest brother, is going to say a few words on their behalf.
Hello everyone. Mum and Dad have asked me to say a few words on their behalf. They are really sorry not to be here, but look forward to hearing all about it and seeing the many photos and video clips that surely will be taken. Every child and grandchild is a very welcome addition to the family. Persephone, the third of our 4 grandchildren so far, is no exception, and we are thrilled that our eldest son Christopher and his lovely wife Kate now have the delightful child they so long for. Over the last 7 months, Christopher and Kate have amply shown that they are wonderful, caring parents we knew they would be, and we know that Persephone is in the very best hands. We extend our very best wishes to Kate's parents, John and Glenn, who are of course every bit as happy about Persephone's safe arrival as we are. We thank the godparents, Joe, Rich, Jane and Emma, edit, odd parents, for the part that they will be playing in Persephone's life. We'd like to thank Kate McSherry for performing the ceremony. We're certainly keeping it in the family. And finally to Persephone, on this very special day, we wish you on our behalf and on behalf of our very extended family a long and happy life. Lots of love from Yaya and Papaw, and to the very proud parents Christopher and Kate. We also send many congratulations on this, your 6th wedding anniversary. With love from Mum and Dad.
Alex and Jessica. Alex and Jessica, who are Persephone's cousins, would like to read what they've written.
Welcome to our world, Persephone. You are our cousin and we love you. We use your name to know the list of things we love to do, and we want to do them with you when you are older. E is for playing, E is for exploring, R is for riding, S is for swimming, E is for eating cake. Cooking too, there's no season. P is for party, loves to parties. H is for happy times we'll have together. N is for nature, so you are feeling fast. E is for Evelyn, your baby cousin. We know you two will love playing together. Happy naming ceremony day, Persephone.
And now, Joe and Rich have written a letter to Persephone that I'd like to read on her perusal when she's a little bit older.
I don't think we can follow that actually. Never go on after the children. Dear Persephone, today we become your odd parents. Only by the time you're old enough to realise how proud and honoured we were to be asked by your mummy and daddy to fill these special roles in your life. We waited so long for you that now you're here, you are going to be smothered by love for the rest of your life. In our book, that makes you a really lucky girl.
So, as your odd parents, we need to offer you some pearls of wisdom, some advice and some promises that will all help guide you through the tangled web that is life.
When the world is against you, or so you think it is, we will be here to listen, empathise, feed you hot chocolate, melted marshmallows, and loads of curly whirlies. And I vow that when you're 14 and your dad is still dressing you in Daddy's Little Girls t-shirts, I will take you to Miss Selfridge and buy some highly unsuitable clothes that make his hair stand on end. Sorry, Mum. We promise to teach you, Persephone, to be the best friend that you can, and to make sure that you're adequately prepared for your days at university. Auntie Jo promises that you will not be afflicted with the same terrible social illness as your daddy, because whatever he says, falling asleep on your friends in nightclubs, bars and restaurants is not a form of acceptable behaviour.
As your odd father, I promise that when you're old enough, maybe around 30, Daddy and I will let you have your first boyfriend. Prior to that, Uncle Richard does not want to hear the word boys ever.
And when you're 17, we need you to promise Auntie Jo and Uncle Richard that you will never, ever have a driving lesson with Daddy. Daddy can't drive. Mummy can. Ask him about our boat trip in Stratford one day. You were only in your mummy's tummy then, but it was so bad that Uncle Richard refused to even get on the boat the next day. So remember, Mummy for driving lessons and Daddy for wrapping around your little finger. And finally, we promise that you will be our everything. That is the most we can ever give to you, and it's yours. Love, Auntie Richard. Auntie Richard.
Thank you, guys.
And just before we bring the proceedings to the close with John, who's Persephone's maternal grandfather, Helen found this really lovely poem, and I thought it would be really nice to read it to Persephone. It's called On the Night You Were Born by Nancy Tillman. On the night you were born, the moon smiled with such wonder. The stars peeked in to see you, and the night wind whispered, life will never be the same again. Because there had never been anyone like you, ever in the world. So enchanted with you were the wind and the rain, that they whispered the sound of your wonderful name. It sailed through the farmland high on the breeze, over the ocean and through the trees, until everyone heard it, and everyone knew of the one and only ever you. Not once had there been such eyes, such a nose, such silly, wiggly, wonderful toes. When the polar bears heard, they danced until dawn, and from faraway places the geese flew home. The moon stayed up until morning next day, and none of the ladybugs flew away. So whenever you doubt just how special you are, and you wonder who loves you, how much and how far, listen for geese honking high in the sky. They're singing a song to remember you by. Or notice the bears asleep at the zoo. It's because they've been dancing all night for you. Or drift off to sleep to the sound of the wind. Listen closely. It's whispering your name again, Persephone. If the moon stays up until morning one day, or a ladybug lands and decides to stay, or a little bird sits on your window a while, it's because they're all hoping to see you smile. For never before, in story or rhyme, not even once upon a time, has the world ever known a you, my friend. And it never will, not ever again. Heaven blew every trumpet and played every horn on the wonderful, marvellous night you were born. And now, I call upon Kate's dad, John, to bring this ceremony to a close.
Little Persephone doesn't know it yet, but she's joined a great family. Mum Kate and Dad Chris, grandparents Tina, Michael, Dennis and myself, and all her other relatives are just waiting to get to know this little bundle who so recently joined us all. She's a wonderful addition to the family, and noisy, and she's never going to lack for love, help or support. She's a very much wanted new daughter for Kate and Chris. She is indeed a lucky child. At times like these, you can't help but think about this new little person we've all just witnessed being named and wonder what sort of life she'll have. What kind of person will she become? Will she be a rocket scientist or an athlete? Find a cure for the common cold or become the Prime Minister? The brilliant thing is, nobody knows. Right now, there's not a single one of us here today who has the slightest clue as to what little Persephone is going to do with her life, or what she'll achieve. Isn't that just brilliant? She's a blank canvas, a clean sheet, and we'll all get to watch her write whatever she wants to on it. And yet, important though it is, what's much more important is that she's happy. Perhaps that's where we all come in. We may not be able to help her decide what career to follow. We certainly can't write the story for her, but each one of us can play our part in making sure she's loved, cared for, and above all else, happy. I'd now like to recite a short poem to Chris and Kate. She's your brand new little daughter, so enchanting, sweet and smart. With a coo she'll have you smiling, with a laugh she'll own your heart. It's the time for hugs and kisses, reassurance when she cries. It's the time for making moments full of love and lullabies. For these golden days of childhood come and go so very fast. Hold her tight and love her dearly, and make these precious moments last. Ladies and gentlemen, please raise your glasses to Persephone and join me in wishing her a happy, healthy childhood and a happy, healthy life. Persephone.
Three cheers for Persephone! Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hip hip!
Hooray!
Thank you very much,
Good lad.
Right. Chris, do you want to say something about us?
Right, in about 10 minutes, hog roast is ready.